My people wonder shall never end. Hey, hey, as a king, you don't need to be talking because when you talk, people will know what is in your mind. And that is why it seems as if Kabiyesi, most time people will be saying, what is Kabiyesi waiting for? Why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? Especially that period that that protective charm was taken. And the thing is that he didn't even know when it was taken away from him. Then when he realizes it, a lot of people were expecting him to take serious action, this and that. But Kabiyesi did not do anything until right now he is doing something about that protective charm. And you know that sometimes if something happens, all you need to do is put it inside the fridge, let it cool down. When a lot of people have forgotten about it, then matters will arise. You go and use it, and then it will be very, very useful. When they were talking about that protective charm, the family of Blow Blow was all talking about, she's just a woman. She wanted to have her husband in her palms. This and that. She learned to forgive. Blah, 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 blah. They said they never know. Kabiyesi know for real that Blow Blow cannot take that protective charm by herself without anybody that knows very well about that protective charm guiding her. And that was why Kabiyesi did not take serious action against Blow Blow. He know that they use her. And for the sake of friendship, you know that they say Kabiyesi is friend oriented. If you're a friend to Kabiyesi, even if you offend him, for the sake of that friendship, he might forgive you, or he will not take certain action against you. I believe that is why Blow Blow is still in his palace, because they have been friends for a very long time. Only that her family decided to use her to get to Kabiyesi and to dethrone him. And the only place that I blame her is by allowing herself to be used, because at some point she will not say that she doesn't know her mission in that palace. But all the same, according to the information, you know that the other meeting they had, they said Babatunde Ogunwusi was saying that it is high time they bring that case of protective charm in the meetings of the kingmakers, because it's beginning to look like these people thought that they are fools, they don't know what they are doing. So they said while they are gathered in that meeting, doing that, everybody was saying his mind. Everybody was saying that Dr. Obasa Akande, the one that have been in the UK for the longest of time, they said this man have been fighting Kabiyesi from the very beginning of that post. That he even said it with his mouth. Had it been another person take that post from Ogunwusi family, that he might not fight that person as much as he will be fighting Kabiyesi, that he is going to make sure that Kabiyesi did not last on that throne, allegedly. Always remember that these are all alleged information. I wasn't there, oh. So, and they said, while they were contesting for this post, three of his sons contested, including himself. He wants to be king at old age. So, when it fails them, ever since then, he has been fighting Kabiyesi directly and indirectly. When that sickness struck him, he was taken to UK. And it's like he have taken that protective charm before then, because they said while the whole matter was going up and down, nobody is agreeing to one another. They were just making noise, trying to distract the meeting. Kabiyesi excused himself and went into his chambers. They say Kabiyesi don't talk too much, especially when it has to do with some things like this, something as vital as this. He don't talk too much because he understands perfectly well the duty of that ancient sword as well as that protective charm. As in, the gods are strongly with him. They said he went into his chamber, so he brought out that protective charm as well as that ancient sword, and he declared a word. Recall that the other day that they carried fight into the palace, they said he appeared with this with this ancient sword. None of them could stand. Every one of them were running like children. So this time he doesn't want to bring it out such that he will cause sin again or make them to run, or make a lot of people not to say their mind. They said he went inside his chambers, gently, he brought the protective charm and declared a word. And according to him, he said to the ancient sword and protective charm that whoever that came to this palace, whoever it is that have a hand in collecting that protective charm, using a man, using a blow blow or anybody, that whoever that is the backbone, that is the master of collecting that protective charm just to hurt him, that this ancient sword should make that person to be done immediately without wasting time. They said he declared that word, keep the protective charm, and gently returned back to his seat. And every one of them was like, they were all surprised because he did not utter a word. He did not say anything. They said all the period that these elders were battling words, fighting themselves with words. They say speaking grammar, that most of them are educated. They said they were, like that Akande, they said he's well educated. As a matter of fact, he have written some history book about Yoruba origin and Yoruba history and all of that. The man is well educated. And not just that he's educated, he has money. And these are the two criteria that when you have and you know how to speak, people will be avoiding you. So, but when you are using it for the wrong reasons, the gods will not avoid, even though other people will be avoiding you, the gods will not avoid you. So they said the man was there quoting history, quoting this, quoting that, speaking big grammar, challenging Babatunde. Babatunde, on the other hand, they said that one is his match. They were challenging themselves. The moment Kabiyesi declared that word and dropped the ancient sword, they said while he was coming, he couldn't even hear that Akande of a man talk again. He was quiet as if someone told him, shut up. They said he was opening his mouth, but he couldn't say anything. Hey! And people around did not understand what happened. Nobody understood what happened. And at some point, some of his family members that came with him were like, maybe Babatunde have gotten them to a point that they have to succumb. That is why he closed his mouth, because they left the word for him to be speaking, because he knows how to speak and how to defend themselves. They said at that point he couldn't even say a word again, and everyone was busy. People were saying he couldn't say anything. He was quiet. He did not utter a word. Everybody left. When he woke up to go, that was when Kabiyesi knew that he is the person who sent this blow and who guided blow on how to get that protective charm, because news have it that blow cannot collect that protective charm without giving her some things that will guide her and help her do this. They said at that point, Kabiyesi was not surprised, because he knows that that man have been fighting him ever since he ascended that throne. And I was like, now wow, wonder shall never end though. So sometimes Kabiyesi don't need to worry himself. Any one of them that mess up, let him bring out his protective charm and the ancient sword. That is why it is given to him. He don't need to be wasting his energy fighting these people. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Tell me what you think about it on the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye. Love you guys. They are all alleged. Don't forget.